Hi there, in this video I'm going to put together a couple of different card designs. Now the collection I'm using is a dog and cat cafe collection by Kevin Wood. Now this is a digital download collection from the Crafty Witches. To be honest, this is quite a large collection of toppers, papers, embellishments, inserts, boxes, you name it, it's on this collection, and each one of these images has its own different set. So like I said, this will keep me going for quite a long time. Now, first of all, I'm going to make this card here. Now, I have cut out and glued together all my mats and layers just to save time. Now, this little one here, now this is called Call Waiting, and these are some of the papers that come in this collection. Now I'm going to be using a 7x7 card. As you can see, it's a shape card on the edge. So first of all, let's grab my rule and give you the measurement. So the black matte layer that I'm using measures 16 centimeters. So the paper layer there will measure 15.5 centimeters, and this is just going to be popped on there as the first layer. So like I said, that's my first layer. Just get that in the right position there. And then my next layer is this strip here. Oops. So the black card measures 13 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So the paper that I've matted it with measures 12.5 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. And that I'm going to add on there. Okay, now my next one is going to be this square here. Now this measures 11 centimeters for the black card and then 10.5 centimeters for the paper. I'm just going to add that onto there, but at a slight angle. I just noticed a bit of glue there popping out. Press those down, and then I have this layer, and this layer is just going to be along the bottom there. So the black card measures 16 centimeters by 5 centimeters, and the pattern paper measures 16 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. And like I said, that I'm going to add that to the bottom there with just some bits poking out there. And I'm going to use, whoops, I'm going to use my phone tape for this. There we go, just add that to there. Now this is one of the toppers, and I've got a black mat and a white mat layer on the top of here. So my black mat measures 9.5 centimeters and the white card measures 9 centimeters, and then my topper just has been trimmed down just to fit on top of there. So I'm just going to pop that there. So with this layer having foam pads on, I'm going to need something under there just to stop it from bending down. I think that will be enough, and this one's fine here because it doesn't go that far over. Okay, and then I have a sentiment here that I've made a black matte layer for, and this I'm just going to say where I'm going to put it. Yeah, I think we'll put it there, so I'm going to need some foam pads just under there. Okay, and it says enjoy every moment. So that's the front design of my card, and then on the inside I actually have printed off one of the inserts. Now this will be one of the larger inserts. I've actually cut that down just so I can fold it over. So just add some red liner tape to there. Oops. Just get my tool to take that off. And then I attach my insert just to the front of the card there. Like that. So now when you open it, you can see your insert straight away. So that's the first card. Oops, I'll just put that over there. And now my second card is actually another 7x7 card. This time it is a straight edge card here. My insert is a 7x7 insert, which unlike the other one, this one fits straight into the centre. So I'm just going to do this bit first. Okay. So this time I have a black mat and a white card. So my black mat will measure that's 16 centimetres, and the white card is 15.5 centimetres. So that's going to be my first layer on the front. Quite a big border around the outside of this card, so just need to make sure you're happy with the spacing. Now I have a piece here, so I've got black card, white card, and then one of the papers. So the black card measures 16 centimetres by 9 centimetres. The white card measures 16 centimetres by 8.5 centimetres, and then the pattern paper measures 16 centimetres by 8 centimetres, and they're all layered together. I'm going to use some foam tape on the back of this. Okay, I'm just adding this to this side here, just leaving a small gap. And then next, I've got 2 triangles here. Just check the measurements. So the black card measures just over 5.5 centimeters, and then the pattern paper measures just over 5 centimeters. So this is a square, and I've just cut that in half and made my 2 triangles, and these are going to be attached to there. Now, I've just added glue to these just to change the dimension a little bit. You have some raised area and then some flat area there. Now my topper for this one is this here, this little cat. Now this one is actually called Vanity Fur. So I've got a black layer, a white layer, and then my topper. So the black mat measures 9.5 centimeters, and the white mat measures 9 centimeters. Then I've attached my topper on there. So, and that is just going to be popped into there. So because this has got foam pads on, I need some foam pads on this side too. Just make sure that's enough. So I'm just adding this here to the white card underneath just to line that up. There you go. And then I've used a banner die, and I've cut my banner out of black card and then one of the coloured cards that's in this collection. Just going to add some foam pads to this. Okay, and then I've made cut out a blue sentiment there, and made a black matte layer and a white matte layer, and then my sentiment's just on top, and just going to attach that to there. Okay, so that's the second card design. Pop that to one side. And then my next one is using the imagery that's called Purberry. Now this one's actually going to be slightly different because I'm going to put together a gatefold card. As you can see, there's lots of little bits of elements in that cut out here. So what I'm using two, oops, sorry, that's dirty. I'm using two 6x6 cards. So on the front of both the cards, you just need to fold them inwards. And then just fold it over. Just fold it inwards to start off with, just so you get it to the centre there. Okay, so that one has a mark on it, so we're going to pop that onto the inside here. Now, because there'll be a slight little overlap, I'm just going to trim a small amount off this edge there. Just a thin strip. Because I'm just going to add that to the inside. Okay, and then that's my 6x6 gatefold card. So to start off with, this here is for the back of my card, so the insert's going on the back of the card. So I've got a black matte layer, a white layer, some pattern paper, and then an insert to fit on the back there. So the black matte layer is 14 centimeters. The white card will be 13.5 centimeters, and the pattern paper is 13 centimeters. There's lots of different size inserts to choose from, so if you don't want to use a pattern paper, you just want to put an insert on the back, then you're free to do that. So I'm just going to add that to straight down the back. Okay. And for my inside there, I have my card already layered. So my black mat is 14 centimeters, my white card is 13.5 centimeters, and my paper is 13 centimeters. So basically just like the back layer, and just about the insert. So that's going to be attached there. Okay, just press that down. And then this is one of the toppers, and I'm just going to attach that to the centre there. Now the black mat measures 11 centimeters, the white mat measures 10.5 centimeters, and then I've added my topper on there. I'm just going to add some foam tape to this. Oops. So that to there, and then I have 4 of these, and these are just going to be added to the sides there. So each one of these measures, for the black matte layer, it measures 14 centimetres by 6.5 centimetres. So the white layer will measure 13.5 centimetres by 6 centimetres. The paper will measure 13 centimetres by 5.5 centimetres, and like I said, you need 4 of those. So a bit too much glue down there. So that's the inside of my card, and then for the front I have a smaller topper and a sentiment there. So the sentiment, I've done a black and white matte layer, and then for the top is the same. The black layer measures 6.5 centimetres. Just double check, yeah, this is a white layer. The white layer measures 6 centimetres, and then I've added a little bit of topper on there too. So I'm just going to add some foam pads to the side there. And then my sentiment just on the other side. Okay, so there's my 6x6 gatefold card. Now, just going to bring my other cards in. So this is my first card, and that image there is called Cool Waiting. My second card here is called Vanity Fair, and then my gatefold card is called Purberry. So there's 3 different card designs there. I've now used 2 7x7s on here. I'll just open that up a little bit and you can see inside there. So like I said, this is a, let me just get this sheet. This is a digital download collection from the Crafty Witches, and you definitely will not be disappointed with this collection at all. So, hope you enjoyed my video and my cards, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.